Welcome to AP Environmental Science. In this video, we are going to talk a little bit about energy conservation. Now, why is this important? Well, all of those energy sources that we've talked about throughout this unit, every single one of them has had some kind of negative impact or negative consequence on the environment. And in general, if we can use less energy overall, we're going to be able to reduce those impacts on the environment. Now, throughout the entire United States, our total energy consumption has been increasing for the last 50 years. It hasn't been until recently that things started to level off. Now, if you think about what has been going on during that time period, our country has seen some rapid development and some rapid increases in our energy and technology usage. But there is hope. There are things that you can do to reduce your energy consumption. Things to do to reduce your energy consumption at home include adjusting the thermostat. Now this means during the summertime, allowing your home to be a bit warmer than you would typically, so you have less air conditioning running. And then in the winter, allowing your home to be a bit cooler, again, so that way you're using less energy to heat your home. You can also conserve energy by conserving water. So remember, in order to pump water into your home, it requires energy to run a well. So by conserving water, by taking shorter showers, making sure that when you do laundry or wash dishes, you are washing a full load in the dishwasher or a full load in the washing machine, and also using energy efficient appliances. Now, Energy Star is a program that certifies and puts these pretty little blue squares on appliances that meet their standards to say that this particular appliance uses minimal amounts of energy. Now, that's beneficial to the environment, and that is also beneficial to the homeowner who now has to pay lower electric bills. Energy conservation can also happen through landscaping. Now, you can plant trees near a home that provides shade on the building in the summer, meaning the home doesn't heat up as much from the sunshine, and those same trees in the winter will lose their leaves, and that allows the winter sun to directly hit and warm the building. Now, this is similar to how passive solar heating works. We can also use what's called xeriscaping to reduce the amount of water needed to irrigate or water the lawn or water the gardens. So using plants that are native to a particular location, particularly in those arid or drier regions, helps to reduce the amount of water needed to maintain a beautiful yard. You can reduce your energy consumption through transportation as well, and this could be through choosing a vehicle that has improved fuel economy. This has actually been a pretty strong initiative throughout the United States and most of the world to set average fuel economy standards so that way the miles per gallon for a particular vehicle will meet a certain threshold. We also can choose to use electric vehicles. Now these can come in the form of battery electric vehicles that you need to recharge, and hybrid vehicles that run both on that battery power and gasoline. Additionally, using public transportation, ride sharing, and carpooling are other ways to reduce the amount of energy needed to move you from point A to point B. Now I want to talk about this graph really quick here. On the right-hand side of the graph, you see the average fuel economy for both cars and trucks are starting to increase quite rapidly. On the left-hand side of the graph, you are seeing the adjusted carbon dioxide per mile for these vehicles is decreasing. And this makes sense because if we are burning less fuel in the vehicle, we are emitting less carbon dioxide air pollutants to go that same distance. And this is important. Finally, you can conserve energy through building design. Now, in high school, you might not be in a position to design the place where you live and the places that you exist in. However, going forward throughout your life, you can consciously choose to live in places that have energy conservation or green building design, and you can also hopefully someday be in a position to build a structure that uses these design features. So this green building can be both active and passive. Some of the passive design features include passive solar, having that thermal mass that absorbs and holds the heat from the day and slowly releases it throughout the night. Having good insulation that prevents that fluctuation between daytime, nighttime temperature and prevents the outside temperature from becoming the inside temperature. Also having lighting for the sun, so allowing skylights and those big windows to allow that natural sunlight into the building so you don't need to flip on a light switch. And having what's called a green roof. Now a green roof is a design feature that typically you'll see on a flat roof of a commercial building. That green roof will often have plants on there, and those plants help to regulate that temperature within the building because less of that sunlight is actually kind of absorbing into the building itself. It's going into those plants, which then use it for photosynthesis and release that oxygen back into the atmosphere. Some of the active design features include having that geothermal heating systems, so geothermal heat pumps, or those solar heat pumps that we discussed in other videos, and having solar panels or that alternative energy source to produce electricity for the home. So in summary, you can conserve energy at home through both small and large actions. So your everyday actions and purchases drive your energy consumption. You can also conserve energy by using more energy efficient transportation options and carpooling with people. And even as a high school student, you can help advocate for and implement green building design features both in your local community and the larger world as a whole. Now please send me your questions here at the end, and I hope that as you watch this video, you were able to learn something.